Okay, thank you for the Stock Exchange of Thailand who inviting us to join the Roadshow event today. We trying to attain the Set Digital Roadshow as a regular uh, activity that we gonna do in every quarters because we would like to update the information in regarding of the group of company. So actually we have so many company, but today we're gonna focus to companies that we were talking about. The first one is JMART, and the second one is the JMT. Okay. Well, actually, I will give you a brief introduction of the group of company first for those the investor that still not have a background of the information of the JMART group of company. Okay, well, actually, JMART is founded the company for more than 30 years ago. Well, actually, it's around 34 years ago, since 1988. Okay, currently the JMART has a has a business in terms of we are a technology investment holding company. So we invest in many kinds of business under group of company. Okay. In terms of the shareholding structure, the Sukhumvitiya family still own, the founders still own the business as a majority. The second largest will be the BTS Group through the VGI and the UCT that they became our majority shareholder since last year. Okay, last year we engaged in the private placement to the BTS Group for both VGI and UCT, so they became our majority since then because we have seen an opportunity in they have seen an opportunity in JMART to grow in the future, so they decide to ask us to give them in terms of the private placement last year. So in terms of the market cap of the JMART Group, we has a market cap around 2.5 million US dollars, and the trading value per day is quite liquid for JMART. And also in terms of the par value, we have a 1 baht par value. Okay, this is the business of the JMART Group. Under the JMART Group, we have we can divide in three kinds of the business that compose in our group of company. The first one, we have retail and commerce. Under the retail and commerce, we have a company like JMART Mobile, which is the core company of the business. We engage in the mobile phone device and computer, laptop, and also the gadget and the IoT things that we sell to the consumers. Okay, we have a singers that they sell the home appliance and commercial appliance with the high purchase, and we have a customer located in surrounding in upcountry area in Thailand. We have community malls, which is classified to be an open mall, shopping mall in Thailand. We have a coffee shop under the brand called Casa Lapang, but it's operated under the company called Beans and Brown. And recently, we just set up the company with the key home appliance and commercial appliance dealer in Thailand. We established the company called JD Groups, which is doing sales and of the home appliance and commercial appliance with the dealer in the upcountry area. And lastly, we became a partnership with the Cancun Engineering and Singers to operate in terms of the solar home rooftop in Thailand. So we sell with the installment, and also we provide them a financial flexibility to buy the home solar, which is quite popular in Thailand. So because the electricity in Thailand is keep increasing, so that's why there is a demand in terms of the home use of solar rooftop in Thailand. So we set up the company doing the retail segment in terms of the solar home rooftop in Thailand. So this is the part of the commercial, which is contribute the most in terms of the revenue contribution. Currently is around 70 to 75% of the total of the revenues in terms of the consolidated. revenues in the JMART groups. The second one is the finance part. The finance part, which is a high margin right now for the JMART. We have an end-to-end, I would say, in terms of the business, in terms of the finance. We operate in personal finance, car title loan, and also we're gonna have a credit card in the future for 3 years from now. Well, actually, the most promising landmark of the business under the finance group of JMART is the JMT. The JMT is the company that conduct a business for the debt collection and the debt management in Thailand. Okay, I will give you in detail later on in terms of the JMT and the update of the first quarters. In terms of the business under the personal loan, we have a joint venture partner with KB Kumin Card, which is the credit card firm, one of the biggest credit card firm from the South Korea. So they select us as a partner to do the business of the personal loan license in Thailand. So we're lending in terms of the revolving loan that we lend to the consumers. And also we gonna have a credit card in the future because one of the business plan at that the KB Kukmin want to penetrate into Thailand is the credit card. So in terms of the business of finance, we have kind of end-to-end lending and the collection under the group of company. And lastly, we have a car title loan as well. We operate under the subsidiary of the Sinker. The Sinker is the associated company of the JMART Group, but under Sinker, we have a company called SG Capital. SG Capital, they engage in the car title loan. Their main majority of lending, they're lending to a fleet or the commercial truck mainly, around 60%. So in terms of the business under the SG Capital, they're doing quite well. Currently, they have the portfolio almost 6 billion, almost to 7 billion. So today, they are preparing their readiness to filing and do the IPO on the stock exchange of Thailand quite soon. Okay, we expect to list the SG Capital in the set in this year, but will be on the Q4 of this year. So this is the majority business of JMART. We have retail, we have finance, and also we have a technology company. We have a company called J Venture. The J Venture, they develop in terms of the program and also the digitization that provide to our group of company. So in the future, we have aware that the business of retails and the business of the finance, there would be a disruption in some areas. So that's why we set up the J Venture to develop our application and make us readiness in terms of the technology disruption in the future. So we're trying to sustain and we try not to lose our market position in the future by using a technology inside in terms of our group of company. Okay. Well, actually, for the JMART, we have a touch point more than 4,500 touch point all nationwide. Okay, we have 266 mobile shop in the big shopping mall and makeup mall in Thailand. We have a single franchise. We just operate under the franchise of Singer. Currently, we have around 4,300 single franchise that located in all nationwide. Imagine for the JMT, some of you might not aware that the JMT not only they have a telecollector that located in the headquarters, we have debt collection branch surrounding all Thailand as well. Currently, we have around 31 branch. Okay, so we trying to get close to our customer in each area throughout Thailand, and also we have a commodity mall in Thailand under the JMART groups. This is the key subsidiary and the associated company under the group of company. We have JMART Mobile, we have JMT, which is JMART has owned the JMT around 53%. So half of the net profit of JMT will be contributed as a majority of the core net profit earning of the JMART groups. We have a company called Jet Asset. Jet Asset, they engage in the property business, which is like a community malls, as I mentioned earlier. We have Singers. Currently, the JMART owns Singer around 25.6%, and we have a joint venture with KBJ Capital. Under the KBJ Capital, we engage joint venture with the KB Group in card. And the rest is the technology group in under our group. Okay, let's go to the target this year. As we usually give a direction to the investor that in the past, for the last 3 years, we can achieve or attain in terms of the net profit growth more than 50% in every year. This year, we're going to target our growth to that level as well. We target our growth in 2022 for more than 50% this year. So this is the plot in terms of the quarterly net profit that I have shown you. In the first quarter, we report net profit for 325 million Thai bahts, which is growing from the normal operation profit last year for 22%. Okay, and this year we target to grow 50%. Okay, in terms of the key driver that we gonna explain to you in the second quarters, we will maintain the JMART mobile performance, which is the core profit margins. And in terms of the JMT and Singers, the Singer is growing in the second quarters and also in JMT as well, because the JMT portfolio and the Singer car forecast or car title to loan port expansion. So we would expect that in the second quarters, the key core driver of the JMART groups, which is the finance group, is growing quite well. In the third quarters, in terms of the JMT and Singers, they will expand their portfolio. JMT, in terms of the portfolio, as you may know that the JMT fully amortization portfolio under managed is quite sizable. So we expect to get a cash collection from that portfolios. And the third one is the KPJ portfolio would expand because there we have some good news in terms of the new projects, which it will be told you in the next quarters. And also the JMART Mobile in the third quarter will be maintained. And the rest in terms of the quarter four, due to the high season period, JMART Mobile will sell because the new model is coming from many brands like Apple and Samsung. So in terms of the fourth quarter, which is the highest in terms of the sales growth in the fourth quarters, will be yield us in terms of the high net profit in the fourth quarter for the JMART. And also the JMT and Singer, this is the highest season of the net profit as well. Okay, under the JMART groups, we do not do the business on the silo basis, but we do the business together. I mean, we usually talk about the synergy together. For example, like when we sell the mobile to the consumers, not only that we sell to our shop, but we sell to our synergy as well. And also we provide them a financial package. For example, like the KBJ Capital, they can lending their mobile phone to the consumers. So it's quite easily for those people who eligible to apply for the credit and get an installment from the KBJ Capital, and also Sinker as well. They sell the mobile phone for the JMART. Quite impressive. This is the thing that I would like to show you for the JMART mobile. Let me show you. Okay, this one. If you look at the first quarter this year, the JMART groups, I mean, especially for the JMART mobile company, we can grow the revenues for more than 20% in the first quarter, because we can maintain in terms of the shop sales growth. The mobile phone that we use, the financial flexibility that offer to the consumer is growing very well. The growth rate is more than 160 growth in terms of the mobile loan, and we sell online more because the consumer has get used to the online buying things and the service from the our JMART store shop that we have provide them an online channel as well. And you can see that, you can notice that in the first quarter, the mobile phone that we sell to the Sinker is growing very well. So, I mean, in terms of the mobile phone device in Thailand, the mobile phone device is quite necessary in terms of the device that everybody need to have it, because the governments and also the private sector, they usually attach the promotion and also the support through the mobile phone device. For example, like the government, they provide a supportive program for คนละครึ่ง or others government campaign through the เป๋าตัง application. So in terms of the mobile phone, it is quite necessary for consumer to have it to get a promotion from government and the private sector. This is the overall, and the trend in the second quarter, I would say in the first quarter would be highest season in terms of one of the highest season. If you may separate the four quarters, the quarter one and quarter four will be the highest number in terms of the sales of the mobile phone. The lowest one should be the third quarters, and the second one will be the one of the I think in terms of the second quarters, the sales trend will be softened, but not that much, because we can sell the mobile phone to the channel, and we gain in terms of the market share from other competitor as well. Okay, in terms of the mobile phone, we target in the first half of this year in terms of the performance that we can pass is we target to double the net profit from the first half from last year. So this is the target of the JMART that we target in the first half of this year. And for the business that we are talking about more is the JMT network. The JMT network, as you may know, that we are engaged in the debt collection and debt management business nowadays. We are one of the top tiers of the debt collection and debt management in Thailand. We have our own in-house debt collection centers. We have manpower, we have system, and we have data. So this is one of a key that why JMT can get a cash collection during the COVID. Even for 2 years, we can survive from the pandemics that not quite happened in the past. So in terms of the first quarter that I would like to give you an information highlight is that in the first quarter, the JMT, even in terms of the softened economy or the COVID outbreak, JMT can achieve the all-time high cash collection in the first quarter this year. So they report the cash collection for 1.4 billion Thai baht for the first quarter, which is growing from last year for more than 45%. This is the how we can survive from the last year. Why we can do that? Because as I mentioned, we have in-house, so we can control the efficiency and we can manage the portfolio of the debt collection to get a cash back from the customer. And last year, as you may know, that we acquired quite a sizable in terms of the debt that we invest last year. We invest around 8.7 billion Thai baht already. Okay, in terms of the that's why this year the cash collection is jumped very well. You can notice that from this slide. Even we just recently acquired a bad debt in 2021. We acquired 8.7 billion Thai baht. But since last year until the first quarter, we collect a cash collection more than 10% or achieve at 12%. So you can multiply 12% to the investment value. We can collect from the portfolio that we just recently acquired more than 1 billion already. So this is the one of the key strengths of the JMT, that we can get a cash collection from customer. The strategy that we do, we usually not using a legal process to do with them, but we rather to do the negotiation and offer them a debt resolution or the trouble debt restructuring with them. And due to we have a good pricing in terms of the buying debt and also both secure debt and the unsecured bad debt. So that's why we have more room in terms of the negotiation with the consumer to offer them a debt restructuring program with them. So this is one of the key that why the JMT is growing very, very strong. Okay, in terms of the JMT, okay, the JMT in the second quarters, as I have reviewed recently, so I think in the second quarters the performance will be going further. Like I mentioned to the investor, the earning growth of the JMT is like a step up from the first quarter to second quarters and third quarter, and the fourth quarter would be the highest level of the performance of the JMT. This is the earning patterns of the JMT. I plotted in terms of the quarterly net profit since 2019, 2020, and 2021, 3 years consecutively. So you can see that the earning patterns of the JMT is like the first quarter is the lowest, and then up to the second quarters and up to the first quarter. It should be the earning patterns of the JMT from the last 3 previous years. So in the second quarters, I would say in terms of the earning would be more than the first quarter in terms of the business performance. Okay, and this is the slide that show you for the partner of the JMT. Well, you can see that for JMT, we acquire both secure and unsecured. The unsecured that we acquire, this is the original business of the JMT. So it's kind of we acquire the very difficult part, because the unsecured bad debt, they do not have a collateral back. So we use a telecollector to do the collection with them. and secure bad debt we just recently start in the 2017. So since then, for almost 5 years, we invest around 8 billion Thai baht for the secure bad debt, but 8 million Thai baht is already contribute the cash collection for the JMT for 3 billion Thai baht already. So this is the example. That's why, because we have seen the opportunity for the secure bad debt to do the business. Okay, so for JMT, to summarize, the JMT can provide a service for the bank for both secure and unsecured. And the JMT has a in-house. No, we do not outsource the debt to any outsource. We get a cash collection with our own team, and we have a system. We have a database. So that's why many banks that in Thailand has come to JMT and discuss about the joint venture partner. And the first bank that make a fast resolution and conclude with the JMT is K-Bank. We set up the company called JK Asset Management. The JK Asset Management is currently have initial register and paid up capital for 200 million Thai baht already. And we will start the business in the third quarter this year. Okay, we are waiting for the Bank of Thailand to get approval for the AMC license. So under the Bank of Thailand, they need to understood how the business is going for the JV. So we submit an application already and waiting for the Bank of Thailand to get approval for us. And we will start the business in the third quarter this year. Okay, this is the joint venture. Maybe some investor might ask that are there any banks going to discuss with JMT? I would say yes. There is 2 to 3 banks that have some discussion with JMT, but we would going to complete with the K-Bank first, and then other will be follows in the maybe in the fourth quarter or next year first quarter. This is the update for the JMT network services, and this is the target of the JMT in terms of the net profit growth. This year we target the net profit growth for JMT for 45% in terms of the growth. As I mentioned to you earlier, that the earning patterns of the JMT is kind of a step up in every quarter. So we would expect in terms of the earning momentum like this, because we have a fully amortization, we invest in a good qualities of the unsecured bad debt and secure bad debt. And the last one is the COVID impact is no longer exists. Okay, this is the wrap up of the JMART group of company for 30 minutes. Okay, maybe I think if you have any question, okay, I think it around 9:45 already. I think I will open for the question session. Thank you for the Stock Exchange of Thailand inviting us to join the event, and we'll see you again next time. Thank you. สวัสดีครับ
Thank you. ค่ะ Okay, the section has come to an end. So on behalf of the Stock Exchange of Thailand, I would like to thank you, investor and corporate, for joining the conference. We look forward to welcome you all again in the next quarter. Thank you very much.